Alright, so today we're going to be making some pizza roses. I have all my stuff right here. I have my mozzarella, some cheese, my pepperonis, my pizza sauce, traditional items, and then I also have my crescent dough sheet. So the first thing that I'm going to do is preheat my oven to whatever the fuck the back of this says. Woohoo! Then we got to do the thing that I really hate doing with these things, which is opening them. I am a huge chicken. Oh, well, that actually made it very easy. Usually I have to like bang them on the counter really hard for a really long time. Oh, come on, that's not fair. So they just came right on out, which is amazing. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to spread this out. This is a pretty big cookie sheet, but these are very malleable Crescent sheets to stretch it. Just be very careful when you do it. Be gentle. They are just pastries. See, I'm doing that. And I'm actually not going to make it go 100%. So like I said, this is a big cookie sheet. So let's see this little hole. Just kind of pinch it ever so slightly. And that's all you got to do. So I'm going to cut this into 6 strips as equal as I possibly can. I've never been a perfectionist. Press firmly, but do not cut your cookie sheet. And 3. Next, I'm going to bring out my pizza sauce. And using my little spatula, I'm going to just apply a little thin layer of pasta sauce onto the croissant dough. Really thin. You don't want it to be too goopy, but you also don't want it to be dry. And you might be saying, wow, how these strips are so thin, they're so tiny. You do not want them that thick. I will admit that this is actually my second take of these little pizza roses. I did it earlier, but I only cut it into 4 strips. I'll probably show a little bit of that filming just so you can see what not to do and see a little bit better of why I say, you know, sometimes thinner can be better. You might think, oh wow, that's not gonna fit all the things I need. Doesn't need to. If you do too much, it's just too big. They're too big of flowers and they go everywhere. So yeah, thin is good. Thinner definitely makes a prettier flower. Anyway, this would also be a good time to sprinkle on any seasonings that may suit your fancy. I like to go with garlic powder or red chili pepper flakes, but that's my preference. Go crazy. A little bit more, and perfecto. And now we're gonna grab our pepperonis. At the halfway point is where I want the top edge to be. And you also want to overlap your pepperonis. If you start running low on pepperonis, you can start having them not as spaced out or not as overlapping. Overlapping effect just makes a prettier flower. And you might be saying, whoa, 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 but isn't that gonna mess you up? They're like overlapping with the ones above it. It won't. You'll see it. You just gotta take it off on the order that you put it on. Okay, so now that all the pepperonis are on, now we're gonna roll them. Okay, so you just grab it. Oh, nope. Forgot one crucial step. Some cheese and sprinkle it on the tops. Again, you kind of want to make this layer not like super thick, but at the same time I also want it to be delicious. So now I'm gonna take my dish here. And when you roll them, just try to make sure that they stay in there. Hope you guys can see that. It's kind of the opposite problem that I had with the first round. But there's that little pocket. I just kind of tucked the bottom in, set it right in the container. And I'm going to do the same thing with the others. And like I said, take them off in the order they were put on. Just be careful, you know, not to let any of the pepperonis like escape. And try to mold the crescent roll as you're doing this. So I'm just gonna take that and kind of fold it over just so you see what I'm kind of doing. Just shaping it a little bit. I'm gonna push this pepperoni in there. And for this one, I'm gonna move the pepperonis down just a tad. That one just a little too tall. That sound means that My oven is ready. It's at 375. Look at that. That looks really good. Pop these in the oven really quick. Oh, these are beautiful. I have a lot higher hopes for these than the last batch. That is for sure. And once you got your oven ready and ready to go and your croissants are in there, you're gonna go ahead and set your timer for 20 minutes. Then you set it and forget it. But don't forget it. It's only 20 minutes. All right, and that sound means that our rolls are done. Let's see how it turned out. They look delicious. They definitely turned out better than my last batch, I gotta say. And it's awesome because it doesn't take that long. A lot of times I like to recommend this recipe to those who are just getting started out on cooking or might be a little impatient. Maybe you want pretty things, but you tend to be one of those people where halfway through the recipe, you're just like, fuck this recipe. You know what? This recipe is for you. You and I. If you're like me and you're still in those early stages of, I really want to do something nice, but at the end of it, I always end up rushing it. This is one of those projects because you can rush it, and that doesn't mean like it's gonna be bad. And no video would be complete without a nice cheese pool. If we get a little closer, we can see that these are not only pretty flowers, but they're also freaking delicious. Look at that cheese. That and the flakiness of the croissant, really all bring it together for a tasty, tasty treat. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope that you try it out yourself. If you do end up trying it out, please do let me know. I'd like to know if any inspiration goes anywhere. But yeah, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you again for whatever it is I decide to do next. Have a great day and happy cooking. Bye.